welcome to the Speaking My Mind podcast with your host, Logan Rosales, me. Today, we will be talking about what's on my mind, as we do on every other episode. Hello, welcome to the podcast. This is podcast number 5, and we're going to get started. But before we get started, be sure to follow my Instagram at Speaking My Mind Podcast, or you can email me at loganspodcast@gmail.com. Man, that was the best I've ever said that. I recorded before this. I actually had to delete it because I just started blanking off, and then my phone wasn't muted, so I got notifications, so I stared at it, forgetting that I was actually recording. So I got about a minute in. Then I was like, crap. I gotta delete this and start over because I'm too lazy to actually cut things out. Anyways, let's get started. How's my week been? Let's discuss it. Sunday. This was the day after the last podcast was uploaded. So on Sunday, I went to church, and it was also my grandpa's 71st birthday. He is 71 now. That's kind of cool. And then Monday, went to a thing called Riverfest. What that is, it's a fair type of thing. I went there once, kind of didn't do much, but walk around, hang out with friends. It was fun. I had a great time. Also watched some WWE when I got home. It's Monday, so Raw's on. You're going to probably hear that every week. I watched Raw. What happened there? Undertaker was on there, That was kind of fun. Yeah, it was fun. And I also went swimming. That was before that. That was before Riverfest and before Raw. I probably should have said that first, but I wrote that last. So, this is also around the same time I kind of just started realizing that I need to know what I'm going to say before I start recording so I don't have to put in a lot of filler. So I have a notebook, and I wrote down what I need to go over and kind of wrote down what I'm going to say. Not word for word, but just like the gist of it. Like, I have written for Sunday, went to Mass, Papa's 7-1 day, just so I know what I'm needed to say. So, sorry. And then Tuesday, the day after Monday, of course, watched SmackDown. And Goldberg was there. Then Undertaker came out, and they stared at each other. That was cool. It really built up the match for Friday at Super Showdown in Saudi Arabia. We'll get to that when Friday comes around. Now on Wednesday, oh boy, this one's long. This is a really cool day. So, not really cool, but it was the longest. The day started off doing yard work at my great aunt's house. We just mowed the lawn, that was about it. Didn't take too long, but man, it was hot. It was like 95 degrees. Boy, am I glad I decided to start wearing shorts. Man, I never wear shorts. I don't care how hot it is. I would wear jeans. I'm just now starting to wear shorts, and I'm glad I'm doing that. Man, I regret not getting shorts earlier. I just don't like how they look on me, in my opinion. What happened after that? Right, we went home after that. I drank some water. I, took a little nap. Just kidding, I didn't nap. I laid down and watched some TV. And then after that, we went to the doctor's because I'm having chest problems. Kind of because also on Monday when we went swimming, I kind of got kneed in the chest, and I felt my chest kind of just go back. And it still hurts. It's complicated. I can't lay down on my sides that well. I mean, I can, but I have to flip over on my back or to another side for 5 minutes. No, I can only lay on my side for 5 minutes, and then I'm like, nope, I can't do it. So I have to lay down on my back and try to sleep like that. And that's not fun. Not fun. But doctor said I'm fine. It was just a bruise, but there's no bruise on my chest. It's weird. I don't know. We'll get into that later. It don't matter. It doesn't matter. What else? I'm losing my place here. So after the doctors, we went to my cousin's house, and we just did stuff with him and his mom and my cousin and my brother. We were all there. And we played Don't Lose Your Cool. That was so stupid. It was so much fun, though. If you don't know what Lose Your Cool is, what it is, it's a little head, it's like a little headpiece. You put it on your head, and there's a little sensor on it. Okay, and on that sensor tracks your heart rate. So when your heart rate goes up, it shows if your cool's getting lost, like you're getting mad or just nervous, so your heart starts beating a lot. Then there's a meter on the top of it too, has 2 green layers, 2 yellow layers, and 2 red layers. Once it gets to the top red at the top, there's 2 dots in each, or 2 squares in each section. So 2 green, 2 yellow, 2 red. If it gets to the top, the 6th one, and it turns red, you've lost your cool and you don't get a point. And you have to last for 30 seconds. Now, out of all of us, I'm the oldest, so I kind of figured out how to beat the system. You just take deep breaths. Not like deep, like, you gotta, not like that, but more quieter and more not over dramatic. And then you don't lose your cool that hard. I still lost, because I suck. Alright, Evan, our guest from last week, ended up winning by a point. It was intense. Then we also played an escape room game, and I don't even want to get into that. I don't know how to describe it. We had 1 hour to solve it. We didn't even get a quarter of the way through, and we're still in over an hour 30 trying to beat it. I never ended up beating it. I don't know if Evan and his mom ended up finishing it. I think they did, but I don't know. What happened after that? Thursday. Thursday was really laid back, more of just relaxing, not doing too much. But on Thursday, I watched Fluffy. He's hilarious, and it's amazing. It is amazing. Friday, that was really all I did Thursday, was just watch Fluffy. Friday, that was when Super Showdown happened, alright? But before that, I went to the dentist, and sad confession, it was my first time going to the dentist. And I was kind of like nervous, but like I'm ready for it because I know I'm going to be fine. Like they're not going to kill me. So we ended up going, and we were in there for maybe an hour and a half, just for me. My brother went in the same time too. It was also his first time. He was in before me. Yeah, he was in before me, then out before me. I was in there for a good while. They had to do a lot of things to my teeth. That had numbed the top right part of my mouth because there was a small cavity, so they had to get that out, then fill in my tooth. So I was talking weird. I wasn't high, but I sure as heck felt really high. And I remember it too. It was oh my gosh, it was hilarious, really funny. So after that, we went home. I didn't want to eat anything because my teeth felt weird. I was drooling. I couldn't pronunciate correctly. It was so funny. So after that, Super Showdown comes and it starts. All the matches, they're doing really good. They're not bad. They were pretty fun to watch. I'm not really going to get into the details of the matches, but they were pretty good. Then the last match, the main event, is Undertaker versus Goldberg. Everyone's like, oh my gosh, can't wait for this. It's going to be a good 20, 25-minute match, even longer maybe. No, the match lasted about 5 minutes. It started off good, pretty good for a match, especially at their age. Goldberg hits Undertaker with 2 spears, pins him, Undertaker kicks out. And then Goldberg's getting up to set up for another spear. And Undertaker sits up with his, iconic laying down and sits up and then stares Goldberg in the eyes. A few minutes go by, Goldberg's head's busted open because he hit the pole. So his whole face is bloody. And Goldberg's, one of his finishing moves is a jackhammer, where he lifts you up and then drops you. Alright? But Goldberg couldn't do it. He was too weak to actually pick up Undertaker. So the match just had to end. So Undertaker pinned Goldberg. Was it scripted? I don't know. But I just think Goldberg, man, I feel bad for him, man. That was sad to watch. It was a sad match to watch. And then yesterday, Saturday, that was the day I was supposed to record, but I didn't. We went to a third cousin's, I don't remember. It was her birthday, so we went swimming, hung out with them. It was fun. I don't think we did anything before that. Not that I don't think we did anything before that. No, we did. We got our haircuts. That's what we did before that. We got our haircuts, and my hair is short. It was long, but now it's short. I'm not used to it. Like, it's not terribly short, but it's just short for me. It feels weird. I don't like it. I mean, I like it, but I just don't like how short it is. It's weird. There's like nothing up there. Not as much fluff as there was. It's weird. And then today, went to mass, came home, ate some pizza. That was about it. That's about it. So yeah, that's what we got going on there. Now we got some Instagram Q&A. First question, favorite song? Now, I can't really pick a favorite song, like of all time. That's hard, because, I'm still 15, and there's lots of songs out there. I can't really pick a favorite one, but right now, the one I'm kind of hooked on is called the Bro Duet, and you can go ahead, listen to it, be my guest, but parental guidance is advised. I'll just say that now. Now, I can't say it's my favorite song, but that's just the song I'm hooked on right now and is more of addicted to. So, yeah. Next question. Favorite thing on my wall? Now, I have lots of things on my wall. There's like pictures, jackets, more pictures, my ukulele. There's lots of stuff on my wall. More pictures. Hats. So, my favorite thing on my wall probably has to be my Joseph jacket. It's a Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat jacket that my dad had when he not performed, but he was working at the theater as a I don't know what he was doing. But he had a jacket, and on the back it says Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat with his name on the front. So we took off his name and just left it with the last name, Rosales. So he gave that to me since that was the show I was doing freshman year for school. And I was one of the brothers, so it was cool. It's just fun. Just reminds me of it. It was a blast, fun time. I love doing theater. It's so much fun. Next question. Favorite movie? Again, with favorite song, I can't really pick a favorite movie. There's lots of them I really enjoy. Lots of them I love. But the one, again, I'm probably most addicted to right now is Daddy Daycare. One of the funniest Eddie Murphy movies ever. So funny. I love it. I love it. Next question. Dream house / destination. I don't really have a dream destination. Like, people are like, oh, I want to go to Ireland or I want to go to Scotland. I don't know. I want to go, just out of Kansas. Because I've only really been to Kansas and Missouri. That's it. Nowhere else. I've been to Florida, but I was 5, so I don't remember much about it. So I don't really have a dream destination. Like, there's places I want to go. Like, I don't know. I don't even know where I want to go, but I don't really have a dream destination. Same thing with, like, a dream house. I don't really have a dream house. I just need a house that has rooms. Like, if it's just me living there by myself with, like, a dog. If I live alone, I'm having a dog. Or if I'm living with anyone else, I'm having a dog. If I own my house, there's going to be a dog. The dog would probably be a German Shepherd. Love him. But the house would be a room for me, and then another room for a guest room. Then it'd be a basement with another room. And that room would be like a podcast recording room or a music room. Because I love music. And that's something I want to do in the future. Is kind of not really make music, but I kind of want to do more podcasts in the future, but better. Kind of like a little work area, I would say. Kind of like an office room. Kind of what I'm envisioning. I don't know. The basement would just be a man cave dedicated to me. Lots of football stuff, wrestling stuff, all that stuff. All the stuff I enjoy. Hanging on walls all around. And all that stuff. Next question. Last question, actually. Upcoming events that I have planned for this year. Okay. Well, I don't really have anything planned except for going to Mass every Sunday. And I'm volunteering for the school. Okay, so the school I go to is called Bishop Carroll. All right. And they're having a theater camp thing for children of 1st grade to 9th grade, I think. Or 3rd grade to 9th grade, I don't remember. But I'm just going to help out with that, And there's going to be some songs that we have to learn and learn how to dance to. It sounds like fun. I can't wait for it. And I love, again, it's theater and music. I love it. So I kind of have to do it. And my uncle's the teacher for it. So that's fun. That's fun. That's fun. Alrighty. Now, what we've got now is what's on my mind. Literally, what's on my mind. I don't think I've actually had a whole section to talk about what's on my mind. Right now, what's on my mind? Well, what's really been on my mind, what kind of been thinking about, like I said in the last little section, was what my favorite thing on my wall is my Joseph coat. Now, or jacket. I was trying to say coat. It's jacket. It's a jacket. But, like, man, it was just fun to do. I've been thinking about it a lot. It's like how much fun it was to get to know everybody in the cast and to be better friends with them, more feel like family. That was fun. It was great. I can't wait to do the musical next year, which is Into the Woods. Can't wait for that. I hope I get into it. I want to be one of the princes. I don't know if I said that last episode, but I want to be one of the princes in it. That's just I don't know. I just like it. They get to sing Agony. It's one of my favorite songs. I would say I want to be Jack, but I think I'm too tall for that. I feel like I'm too tall for that. I could do it. I think I have the vocal range for it. And I could move around too. Like, I can be young. It's just hard. I don't know. I just been thinking a lot about the theater that I did freshman year. And just thinking about, I've accomplished, for being a freshman, I feel like I've done really good. And also considering it is my first time doing theater and music in school. Because I've never done choir, but I love it. And I've never really done theater, but I love it until freshman year of high school. And I got, if you're familiar with Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat, or just the Joseph story in general in the Bible, Joseph had 11 brothers. I was one of the brothers, and it's pretty, I wouldn't say big role, but it's an important role. It was fun. I mean, I can't stop saying that. It really was fun. And I don't know, it was a pretty big role, especially me for being a freshman. There's only 2 freshmen who got the brothers. And that was me and my friend Gabe. And Gabe's good. He's better than me. He will say that I'm not better than him, but he is. So, yeah, you're welcome, Gabe. I know you're listening. Okay, anyway. What else is on my mind? My future. What am I going to do? I've just been thinking, what do I want to do? I love theater, like I said. So I want to take theater when I go to college. And I want to do shows after college. But I don't know. There's all these other things I also want to do. Like, man, I can't think of right now. But there's just so much other things that I want to do. Like on the side, I still want to do podcasts because that's fun. It's just fun to do it and, talk, and not have anyone really judge you. I mean, you could get judged, but I mean, at least you're doing it. I don't know. I just don't know what I want to do with my future completely yet. So that's what's really been on my mind lately. That's what's really... Man, I don't know. I just... What do I want to do? Again, I want to do theater because I love doing it. But then I also, want to do other things. Like, heck, construction. Not really construction, but it's kind of just doing that on the side because I've been getting into woodworking. I've been watching a lot of videos on it. I'm like, oh, I could do that. Give me what I need and I can do it. But there's just so much that I could do. I just don't know what I want to do. But I'm pretty sure I'd go with theater, if anything, because that just sounds the most fun and easy to me. Now let's kind of get more in depth. Let's get a little more serious. I want to say serious, but let's just get, you know what I'm saying. So, I know that there's not a lot, I know a lot of people who listen to this, and they're all either high schoolers or just graduating high schoolers. And maybe even new incoming high schoolers. I don't know. But for everyone. It doesn't matter how old you are, how young you are, if you're in between. If you're gonna do something and you really want to do it, but you're too nervous to do it, just do it. Okay? Because let's just take theater for instance. If you want to do a play or a musical, go audition for it and don't be afraid to just try. If you're afraid of not making it or just afraid that you'll mess up, don't really worry about it. Go and just do it. Nike, just do it. I said serious, and I'm laughing at myself at my jokes here. I can't do that right now. This is hard, but just do it. Don't be afraid to do it. Just do it. And also, if you're gonna, let's say, like me, you go into high school or just a new school. You don't know anyone. That was the case for me for high school because I didn't live in Kansas at the time. I was living in Missouri. And I didn't know anyone coming into high school. I kind of knew some faces because I went to the musical that I did last year. And so I kind of knew faces, I just didn't know them. And they didn't know me. But it was weird because some theater kids knew me because my uncle is the drama teacher there. And he told them my nephew's coming here next year. So it's kind of weird knowing. There's like, oh, you're his nephew? I'm like, yeah. It's like, oh, we know you. I'm like, what? It's kind of weird. And I'm actually good friends with a lot of them now. So that's fun. Where was I going with this? Right. got a little off track there. My bad. What's on my mind? That. So, if you're new to a school or work, I don't know. I'm just trying to take scenarios for this. If you see someone, you want to be friends with them, go up and talk to them. Don't wait for them. I learned that the hard way. I kind of had to go grow some balls and do it myself. Just go and talk to them and say, hi, I'm so-and-so. Let's be friends. And if they say no, go away, say, okay. And they go away and be lonely. Did that happen to me? No. Maybe. We don't talk about it. But, kind of going back to what I said, just do it. Don't be afraid to do anything. Just do it. What happens if you don't do it, right? Like, what's your outcome? Just think about it, What are you going to do if you don't do it? Or what's your future going to look like if you don't do it? Just do it. Don't think about killing someone, then do it, because your consequences is not going to be great. Don't do crimes, and don't jewel. That's not good. Don't smoke either. I don't know. Don't do the bads. Do the goods. Because that's what God wants. He wants you to do the goods. And He wants you to be yourself. He wants you to go and live it up as yourself, as great as you can. In a good way, and then in a way that you enjoy. Right? Right. So that's good. Do good and live it up a bit. Now for the last part we have here is, of course, the Bible verse. And today's Bible verse is from Deuteronomy chapter 23, verse 1. Alright? Here we go. Deuteronomy chapter 23, verse 1 says, a man shall not marry his father's wife, nor shall he dishonor his father's bed. Let that sink in. Think about it. Now let me explain it. It says, a man shall not marry his father's wife. Don't marry your mom. Don't pull a Oedipus here. I'm using literature jokes. That you don't see that very often because I don't read. So, don't marry your mom. And then it also says, nor shall he dishonor his father's bed. If your parents are still together, you know what that means. Don't do the nasty with your mom. That's just wrong. That's called incest. Alright, you can only do that in Genesis. Only that, even then. No. Don't do that. It's disgusting. You're gonna give your kids a medical problem. You're gonna give your brother, son, sister, daughter terrible disease and they die. Okay? Let's just, let's please do that. Please listen to Deuteronomy chapter 23 verse 1, cuz that's a big one. That's a big important one right there. A man shall not marry his father's wife. All right? If your father dies, don't marry your mom. That's just wrong. You watch over her and make sure she's A-okay. But you don't marry her and then start making out with her, because that's just not right. And disgusting. That's your mother. Okay? You don't know. Wrong. No. Don't do that. And don't dishonor your father's bed, because that's wrong too. I'm not going to say what it is. You can probably infer what it is, because this is a children's family-friendly podcast. Until I get friends on here to be guests, and it's gonna get PG-13. Okay, let's try not doing that yet. I'm not ready to do that. Okay, that Bible verse is very important. And that's a serious one too. It just sounds hilarious. Chapter 23, verse 2 of Deuteronomy is a lot funnier, and yes, it's in the Bible. The Catholic Bible. This is all the Catholic Bible. Catholic podcast. Catholic. It's in the Catholic Bible. I'm not going to read chapter 23, verse 2. You can do that on your own. Deuteronomy chapter 23, verse 2. If you want, there it is. I'm not reading that. I was going to, but then I realized, family friendly. And you'll see what I mean. There's just words that I don't feel comfortable saying into YouTube and then into the podcast. No. Let's just not do that. You can do that on your own, you can do it on your own. All right. That's the podcast. Hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. It was a good one. It's a late recorded one. I'm supposed to record on Saturdays and upload Saturdays, or sometimes Sundays. That's only if I forget or just don't have the time to, because I don't like recording on weekdays. I just can't. It's weird. I prefer weekends. So at least it's still a weekend, and it's going to upload on the weekend. Hopefully. It's 7:35 right now at p.m. So, that's not safe. I'm a little late. I said I'd record it too. If you follow my Instagram, on my story, I said I was going to record it around 2-ish. I got distracted and forgot. But I got to it. See that? Remember the other week I forgot, but this time I got to it and just did it. So proud of myself. But thank you guys for supporting the podcast. I posted a post on my Instagram asking, and because I'm starting to take more, and I'm taking more effort to do the podcasts. So it's always nice that there's some people who shared my account and shared my podcast with some people. I was at 30 followers, and I'm pretty sure now I'm at like 35. That's only 5 people, but I mean, that's a start. For how long I've been doing this, that's a start. 34 followers, my bad. I had to double check. And there's a couple people there too, who I don't even know, who listens to this podcast. Or who just follows it and supports it. And that's amazing. It's great. It makes me happy. This is going better than my YouTube channel. That didn't go well. It's fine. There's a lot of views on it. It's just, oh boy, let's not talk about that. You can go follow that though. I'm not gonna, you know what, fine. I have a YouTube, it's called Logan's Board. You can go watch those, but you have been warned. It's something else. It is. I haven't really tried to do it anymore. I still occasionally think, I might record this and upload it to YouTube, and that'd be fun. It might be funny. I might get a lot of views. Sorry, I got off track there, and I said that this is it a couple minutes ago. But for real, thank you guys for listening and enjoying the podcast and sharing it with your friends. And if you haven't shared it with your friends, you should, because they'd probably love it. If you love it, they'll probably love it. So yeah, I'll see you guys next week. And don't jewel, and don't smoke, and keep it in your pants until you're married. Alrighty, see you guys later. Bye bye.